Hello?
Wait, what?
We need to introduce ourselves.
Okay.
That's important. Hello? I am Ryan.
Hi.
Wait, don't shut. Say your name.
Okay. Hi, I'm Zeve,
And I am playing Hades.
and I'm watching.
Zeve and I are going to have a nice chat while this gameplay goes on in the background and distracts me from what they're saying because I have the attention span of a 5-year-old. And the game is very hard.
Oh shit, okay.
Now, Zeve, you are a self-proclaimed Greek mythology expert.
No, I never said that.
You're a self-proclaimed Greek mythology expert.
You said that.
Okay, you're a self-proclaimed by me, myself.
Okay.
You are a proclaimed Greek mythology expert.
No, I just
So
like
a brief rundown of the plot of the game, because I don't want to spoil everything, because I think you might like it. I am I am the son of Lord Hades, you see in this chair,
son.
and his wife, whose name slips my mind, Persephone. And in this interpretation, she wasn't kidnapped. She went willingly, and I'm her son. But Persephone left the underworld after giving birth to me out of fear that I died. And so I found out eventually, I was told by Nyx, the goddess of the night, that my true mother was Persephone, that she was somewhere in the real world. And it is my goal to battle my way out of the underworld to find Persephone, and I have lots of friends. I think this is Hypnos. Go to sleep.
Fine.
It's good boy.
Oh my gosh.
What's this large boy called, Zoe? Zeve? Fuck.
A good old-fashioned double-headed dog.
Triple-headed.
Triple?
Yeah, look, there's one in the middle.
Oh shit! One of them looks dead.
No, each of the heads has a different personality. One of them's calm. One on the left is pretty aggressive. And the one in the middle is you.
Bitch.
Not right now, but Achilles is off there. I think Achilles is off stropping about.
Wait, did you just go through a wall?
It's true love. Yeah, so you can dash, which sets you through obstacles, which just in the House of Hades happens to include doors and walls.
Okay.
Dashing is probably the most confusing gameplay aspect for anyone watching, because it's going to be quite hard to track. Yeah, so this is quite far in the game. This is Nyx. This is... Oh, you like this guy. This is Orpheus.
Oh my gosh, tragic. Don't get me tired.
It's fine, we might find Eurydice.
Wait, seriously?
On our adventures, yeah. So you can use this mirror to pick lots of pickups, basically. Like bonuses to make you better. What weapon should I use? Should I use a sword, a spear, a shield, a bow, some gloves, or a gun? I'm not using the gun. The gun is shocking.
Bow.
Bow, cool.
I think I need my bow.
We'll have a little Artemis moment.
Which aspect should it be revealed? Should it be in... So in the game, the weapons are like kind of like sentient weapons that pass down, like they reappear in history at different moments. So they each gain like a characteristic of its user, if that makes sense.
Cool.
And so all of them they're called aspects, so characteristics. All of them have one of me, Zagreus, obviously, because I own it now. And they each have 2 Greek gods, or whatever the shady night people are called. This one has Chiron, who I don't know, and Hera.
Son of Apollo.
That makes sense. And Hera, who is Zeus's wife, I believe?
Yeah.
But also each of the weapons has an aspect from someone else in history. So like the bow has one of Rama, who is a Hindu god, and the sword has has an aspect where it's Excalibur, King Arthur.
Oh my gosh.
The
we love a
spear
crafting
can
hobby.
be the glaive of Guan Yu, who was a Chinese general. The gloves have something which I don't know yet, and the gun is something I don't know yet. What does the shield have? Shield has something I don't know yet either. So we're using bow, and you talk to each of the gods and get like a blessing from them. And if you reward them enough, they give you trinkets. And the trinkets you can use to have a greater chance of talking to them. So, as I have a bow, I'll select the trinket that lets me talk to Artemis.
Oh,
Because you're a simp for
cool.
Artemis.
I am a simp for Artemis.
I am going to leave it on like an average-ish difficulty because
Bye, everyone.
we're going to talk. It kind of needs to be kind of chill. So, what is like Hades' whole deal? Oh wait, first of all,
Well.
we're gonna talk to Artemis. You ready?
Oh yes, I am. Well, actually, I'm not sure I am, but sure.
Death must make a rather easy target, wouldn't you say? Let's see what you can do to them, given your choice of these.
Wait, what is she wearing?
It's wearing like green stuff.
Was it like fur?
I don't think fur is green, but probably. She had horns on her hat. So I'm just gonna get this perk because it's a high rarity. So I basically start off in. I go through the different levels of the underworld. So I start off in the lowest one, which is for all the like criminals. And then I can't remember their names, so I haven't played the game in so long. But eventually I work my way up to the one for warriors, if you remember what that's called.
No. Wait, what's going on right now?
So I'm just shooting people with the bow.
Okay, fun.
The thing with this bow is, so I can either choose. So you choose like between rewards as you go through the level, and I can either choose something that increases my maximum health, or money, which I can use to buy stuff later. I've got a bow, so I'm kind of more interested in money, because I want to be not take damage anyway. So I thought, because I'm playing Hades, it would be quite fun to talk about mythology.
Yes.
And
Well.
as someone who is literally given a speech on Greek mythology,
It wasn't really all Greek mythology.
I don't know how much of a dick Zeus is.
Yeah.
I thought it was only fitting to talk to Zeve.
Yeah. Well, Hades is kind of cool. Like, obviously, he's supposed to be like god of the underworld. He's supposed to be kind of like an asshole, but I don't actually think he is. I feel like he's kind of like one of those like misunderstood people.
Hades just misunderstood, Mom.
I could change him.
No, it's not a phase, Mom. I like Hades.
No,
I
but
don't see
straight
how
up,
this
like,
is any different to you and Dad.
No, because he's like, I assume you say in this version they were in love, Persephone and Hades.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think you can sort of see, I mean, oh God, I feel really bad saying this, but you can sort of
Hades
justify some of the
apologist?
things he does.
Hades
Yeah.
apologist? Hashtag
There's
sister
the-
Hades?
Uh,
What are the stuff that he does? I don't know the terrible things he's done. In this game, he's just a dick. Because he kind of like, he's really sad that Persephone's gone. And he kind of like takes it out on Zagreus. Because he doesn't want, because he's afraid that like, I mean the bit that's kind of implied but not directly stated is that he's a dick to Zagreus for trying to find Persephone because he's afraid that eventually, because the Olympian gods are helping Zagreus under the pretense that he's going to join them on Olympia, Mount Olympus. So Olympus, that's all. So they're all helping him under like the pretense that they'll gain something from it. And then every time, he just keeps on pretending that he fails, even though he's actually like, I was kind of born in the underworld and I can't survive anywhere else. So I'm kind of just like here seeing my mum for like 5 minutes and then dying. And Hades is worried that eventually they'll get wise and they'll find Persephone, who's in hiding. So that's kind of like a hashtag for Hades moment.
Well, in the like mythology, the reason that she goes away for half the year because like that's kind of like how the seasons work, because her mom is Demeter, who like sort of controls like the harvest and stuff. And when Persephone's around, it's supposed to be like she's like happy and it's spring and summer and stuff. And then she goes to the underworld for 6 months, and then it's like autumn and winter and everything dies. So
that's actually really interesting, because in the game, whenever you talk to Demeter, she's always really pissed, and like the entirety of the overworld is constantly in like it's always snowing, and because as far as she's concerned, Persephone is like dead because she's hiding away. So that makes a lot of sense.
So where actually is she? Do you know?
She's somewhere at the mouth of like the gateway to hell.
Okay.
In Greece. So I'm going to cut you off briefly, because I have a choice. I can either talk to Artemis, or I can talk to primordial chaos.
Oh, what a choice.
What is primordial chaos? Do you know?
Well, chaos was like the first thing, like the first being ever to like exist in Greek mythology. So like, I don't know, that's kind of cool.
Chaos is a bit of a G. To talk to Chaos, though, you have to take damage. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Then you descend into the realm. It actually looks really sick.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool, as much as I love Artemis.
I'm going to give Chaos some nectar. And you'll see how uninterested they are like worldly possessions. Usually they say. They might actually be nice.
I think you should read this out in a funky voice.
I think the people can hear the voice acting game.
I can't hear it.
Do you have my stream muted?
Oh, yeah, quite possibly. Okay.
If you can see, they're holding the world in their right hand. Which is kind of sick. I only noticed that recently.
I can't see it, I'm legally blind. Oh yeah, I see it.
And the thing with Chaos, so the bonuses you get from the gods are called boons. And the things you get from Chaos are like pacts.
Well, like containing.
They're pacts. So no, not pacts. Pacts. Like a deal.
Oh.
As in you have a negative for a certain number of like encounters. And then after that you get the bonus. But until then you have to deal with. Like this one makes me take basically plus 256% damage, so over 3 times more damage from traps.
Oh,
so basically if I hit a trap I instantly die. If I win it, I'm good. So who should we talk to? Should I like the pomegranate's boring. So do I find Poseidon or Demeter?
Oh, I say go Demeter.
Lady Demeter.
In the plot.
Poseidon is such like a surfer dude. Poseidon is gonna bleach his hair blonde and then start making candles.
It's interesting that they use the pomegranate as a good thing.
The pomegranate like levels up the bonuses that you can get from the gods.
Because like in the story of Persephone and Hades, when she comes to the underworld, it's like she eats 6 pomegranate seeds out of 12, and that's why she's there for half the year. Because you know, like when you go to the underworld, you're not supposed to eat anything, otherwise you're stuck there forever.
Of course, I know this. Yes, I know it now.
So she eats 6 out of 12 of the pomegranate seeds, so she's there for half the year, half the months. It's weird that they use it as a good thing, because it's supposed to be like she's trapped there. That's like in the like mythology that she's like basically like kidnapped by Hades.
Yeah, he tricks her into eating the pomegranate, right?
Yeah.
Because we learned about Greek mythology. Did we? It was in primary school. We had our history was very confusing.
Oh.
So now, because I had a pact with Lady Demeter, because she's pissed, everything's cold, so all her abilities make me like freeze enemies, so they're slower. And then
Did you learn about Greek mythology in primary school?
we kind of did,
Cool. I want to go to your primary school.
but I learned none. I remember none of it, which is quite sad because I'm really into like mythology. Because I didn't tell you this, but I'm kind of thinking of coming up with my own. It's called a homebrew, like D&D adventure.
Oh. Fun.
With like my own kind of mythology around it, because I've been watching a lot of videos around like different laws of different fiction series, and I find it really interesting,
Yeah.
like the way that these things come up with. So I now have this, which is called like a challenge room, where I'll show you. So I walk in. Wow, look, I didn't have to kill anybody and I get 2 boons. Which one should I accept first, Zoe?
Oh, I
See?
wonder.
I'm gonna make that mistake, notes.
It's fine. That was Artemis, right?
The green one is Artemis and the blue one, the icy blue one is Lady Demeter.
Artemis.
Bless you, Zagreus.
So kind of, and then yeah. So
Decision, Zagreus. It is about to be a very cold day down there in your
as opposed to getting 2 for free, I pick one, and then whoever I don't pick gets really pissed off, punishes me.
Oh shit.
So it's like a normal challenge room, but as well as that, what you can see on the
Oh my
ground
God.
is a humongous whirlwind of ice, which Demeter is exacting to kill me because of my insolence.
Well,
Ow, and it does so much damage.
is she like more powerful than Artemis?
No, I think Artemis's one is more annoying because it's an arrow that constantly follows you around.
Oh.
It's like a heat-seeking arrow that you have to constantly run from while killing people.
Perhaps you'll
Fun.
exercise more wisdom
And then
in
if
such
you beat them, you
interaction
gain their
moving
respect, and
forward.
they give you the boon. I picked one that heals me up from her damage she just did to me, so it's kind of a non-bonus. Yes, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was thinking of doing like my own Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Oh
like
yeah.
my own pantheon of gods and stuff, because I just find it quite interesting.
Yeah. Well,
I
when
think
this
it-
comes into fruition, I want to be involved.
Don't worry, you will be.
Good.
I might ask for some D&D books for my birthday. Oh, my birthday. Christmas.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
thing.
Well, they are similar times of year.
They are 7 times a year, and I would like to class myself as the Lord Jesus Christ.
We did go as him for Halloween.
I did dress up as Jesus Christ for Halloween. I assume everyone that would ever watch this video knows who we are. I find
well-
I find it quite doubtful that anyone would watch it who hasn't been shown the video by me or you. But
You
for
never know, we can
context,
become world famous.
we can become more famous. I think we should become more famous. Maybe
Yeah,
by
well-
cheese. Or-
Cheese. Cheese.
We can't even say the real band name. Zeve
Yes,
and the
you
Tiny
can.
Guys.
People can know my name.
What is your name, huh?
I don't know. You tell me. You are Jesus.
No,
after
because
all,
the
you
fact
say
that you're
me.
not saying it makes me feel like I'm gonna mess up if I do say it. So you're goading me. I bet you won't say it.
Nice.
I like having this power over you.
Yeah, it won't last. It's only a
Sure.
matter of time before I get wise then absolutely dox you. Is your address. So here's something that I literally know nothing about. Sorry. I know nothing about the Titans in Greek mythology.
Oh, well,
Literally nothing.
okay. I don't know that much, but basically, like, before there was Zeus, and like, well, when Zeus was like coming into power, he had to like defeat all the Titans. So they're like these like massive like evil dudes, and they were like attacking Mount Olympus and stuff.
But aren't they related to the Olympian gods anyway?
Yeah, I think they're either like they're like so they're like so they're pre-Olympian gods, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think basically you got your original dude, what's his name? Oh.
I'm gonna cut you off briefly.
Yeah.
I'm planting into my mind we're talking about the Titans. So I'm in the first boss fight of the game because I'm escaping Tartarus. That's the region I'm in. Tartarus is the one for all the low lives and criminals. And to escape, I have to defeat the Furies. Do you know anything about the Furies, Zoe? Because I do.
I do vaguely.
I watched a video on Extra Credits, excellent YouTube channel, about the Furies.
Fun.
They're like
Go on,
the
explain it
Greek
to me.
police officers. They're three sisters who each, and their entire purpose is to like cause suffering and punishment on bad people. And each of them has like a different area to punish. So the one I'm fighting two of them. I'm fighting Alecto and Tisiphone, I think her name is, which are the ones for passions. So like giving into lust, whatever that may mean. I don't know what's quite taboo in Greek culture. Not much.
No.
And Tisiphone, who is the murder one. And the other one is, in the game, they're basically your girlfriend. But they also are being paid to kill you. And they're like, no hard feelings,
gosh,
but...
tragic love story.
No hard feelings, but I kind of have to... It's fine, because neither of you actually die, because you're both in the underworld already.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Titans. Sorry for derailing us, that's kind of my specialty.
Okay. So you got your original dudes. You got Gaia, and then the Sky dude, who I can't remember whose name is. That's really quite embarrassing.
You can Google it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, Uranus.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
What are you saying about my anus? How?
Anyways,
Oh.
so you got Sky dude, Earth Queen, Gaia, Uranus. I'm gonna pronounce it that way from now on.
No, just say it so like flamboyantly obvious, like your anus.
Anyway, they get busy. They have some kids. You got
Uranus, go busy. Uranus population Gaia.
Shut up. Anyways, they have their kids. I think it's 12 Titans, and then they're like the pre-Olympian gods, and I think they're the parents of like the first gen Olympian gods, if you will.
It's
So,
like the MCU Generation 1.
Oh yeah, no, because it's Cronus and Rhea. That's the story of Cronus and Rhea, where Cronus follows. Basically, Cronus and Rhea, they're siblings. Anyways, we love a bit of incest in Greek mythology.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
so
that's where they all look so weird.
They have the first gen Olympians, so it's like Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, I think Hera, and then I can't remember who else. I think it's Demeter as well. I can't remember the other ones.
Hades?
So, pardon?
Hades? Did you say Hades?
Yeah, Hades.
Oh.
So the three brothers, and then Hera, Demeter, and I think there's like a couple others. I can't remember.
Less important ones.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit off track here, but
Sorry.
Cronus is one of the Titans. He he and his sister Rhea have the kids, the 6 kids, and so the first 5 come along, all of the ones except Zeus, and
speaking of
he
Zeus,
like eats them. Oh, where are we going?
we're gonna, after I clear this level, you're gonna see how much of a egocentric prick they've made Zeus, which is accurate apparently.
Well, yeah, accurate, yeah. Anyway, Kronos eats the kids, so they're
He
all
eats
like
them.
living, yeah. And just they're all like living in his stomach, and then Rhea has her last kid, Zeus, and tricks Kronos into eating a rock instead of Zeus. So Zeus is like alive, and she like raises Zeus in secret, and then one day Zeus gets like strong, and he like cuts open Kronos and frees his siblings, and that's how you got the original Olympians, and then they all overthrow the Olympians basically.
So
and that's why
Kronos,
Zeus is, like,
who from
king
his
of
name I'm
gods.
assuming is something to do with time,
Yes. Well, he's like,
ate them.
yeah.
He ate his incest children.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know what's worse.
Or like swallowed whole.
No chewing, no chewing.
No chewing because they're still alive when he
It's like an
cuts them
oyster. And then he accidentally swallowed a rock instead of. Where did the rock come from?
open. Rhea, his sister / lover.
Created rocks.
No, she gave him a rock instead of Zeus
Who
when she gave
created
birth
rocks
to Zeus.
though? Did rocks
I
exist?
assume yes, rocks did exist.
Right, we're gonna talk to Zeus. This is the guy that
Kai from his dad.
Cope his dad because his dad thought he was a rock.
Don't think you're getting my story.
Even more preposterous. Don't go believing everything you hear, and do be sensitive about the subject.
Oh, this is actually like the nicest dialogue Zeus ever said. He's basically saying, "Be gentle when you're talking to Demeter because she's very sad about her daughter."
Well, yeah.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah, I'll give him that one, and that's it.
He's
That's all you
very-
get.
The might of the heavens.
Ouch.
Anyway, do you get my
Okay, so that's
my
how
rock
the
baby
original.
story?
Unfortunately, I do.
Go.
I kind of feel like I'm worse off for knowing it than I was for not knowing it.
Okay, so the Titans are the
That's a relief.
like Kronos, Rhea, and their siblings, who are the children of Uranus and Gaia.
My anus and Gaia.
And yeah, and so that's what the Titans are, and the Olympians overthrow the Titans so they can be gods, basically.
So does that mean? And then all, like most of the gods are descendants of the OG Olympians.
Witch's circle.
Yeah. And all that, well, it's all incest, let's not lie here.
Yeah, because they're all siblings, right? They're all the children of
Yeah.
Kronos and Rhea.
Rhea, yeah. And then you got Zeus and Hera, who are siblings,
Let's do this again sometime.
and they're like the power couple of the Olympians.
Woo! Are you ready to talk to the lady of romance, whatever her name is?
Huh?
What's the love god called?
Oh, Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, that's the one. Pyong.
Fun. We love a bit of Aphrodite.
She's not dressed very appropriately for the
Oh my gosh.
for the cold up in Mount Olympus Maximus Sisyphus Uranus.
Yeah.
So does that mean that before Aphrodite there was no love?
It's a fun story about how Aphrodite came to be.
So, define fun. When you say fun, do you
mean-
mean not fun at all?
I mean, I think it's Aphrodite, but
Heartbreak time.
yeah, not well.
Alright, shut up right now.
Okay.
We're gonna talk to. You can't hear it. Hopefully, this recording picks up. There's currently singing going on.
Oh, hey.
I can hear it.
Visit me like this, and Orpheus
It's
is gonna be here
Eurydice.
too.
I love Eurydice.
I promised Eurydice that I'd eventually reunite her with Orpheus, but Orpheus, obviously he did this whole thing. Explain Orpheus' story, so.
Well, Orpheus and Eurydice, they're like in love, and they're humans living on Earth. And Orpheus is like this great musician or whatever. And when they get married, Eurydice just like straight up croaks, drops dead. And so, Orpheus goes to the underworld and is like, to Hades, like, please, can I have her back? Can she comes back with me? And he's like, sure, but only if you make the treacherous walk back. You, Orpheus, walking in front, and Eurydice walking behind you, and you can't look back. And then
Well, I
how
like
it
to
all
check if
goes
she's
down
following.
gets a little murky, dependent on, which story you follow. They're like walking out, and then they're so close to the finish line, and Orpheus is like, no, Hades is like playing tricks on me, and he looks back, and it's Eurydice, and then she dies all over again, basically, and they like live apart. And then in some mythology they like get reunited. In some, Orpheus is like head's like cut off or something, and he's like singing for someone the rest of his existence or something.
In this one, Eurydice is a tree,
Oh, okay,
like an ent.
fun.
I don't know if you know what an ent is.
No, I don't.
It's like, it's much more high fantasy type thing. It's like a spirit that's like a nature spirit that happens to look like a tree. And they're like really
Fun.
old, like, I don't really know how to describe it. You can look up what an ent is. You have Googles. It's like a tree. It's a tree person, but they're not really a person. And Orpheus instead of like Eurydice was just like kept in hell as punishment for Orpheus's transgression. And Orpheus now has to sing for Hades every day as punishment.
Oh yeah. That's one of the stories, and they're kept apart for eternity.
Yeah.
Quite tragic, really.
And now it's my job to
But
reunite them!
I was going to tell you the story of Aphrodite.
The really fun
Oh.
story, right? It's gonna be really fun
Place, mate.
Yeah,
and not weird
it's
at all.
really fun.
Zacharias,
So basically, where before you got the Olympians, wait, actually, I'll ask.
Who insisted that we present ourselves to you at the same time.
This is so fun. So if you have a blessing from one god, there's a really small chance that when you get a blessing from another god, they have like a duo blessing, like they work together. So Aphrodite and Artemis are like duoing. It's called a duo blessing.
Why not be honest with yourself next
That's such a weird combo as
Yeah,
well.
Aphrodite's
The
like,
goddess of like lust.
Aphrodite's like, oh come on. Artemis is like, unfortunately, Aphrodite was able to find me. My critical effects deal even more damage to weak foes. It's pretty good actually.
Chastity, goddess of love.
Power.
Is Artemis the goddess of chastity?
Yeah, it's like
How
the moon,
unfortunate
the
for you.
hunt. Shut up. But you know,
Zeve,
in some
legendary
stories,
Artemis simp. Don't deny it.
in some stories, her like companion Orion rapes Artemis, so
Ugh.
she's can no longer be chased. Yeah, so that's why we hate Orion.
Some of the time.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a nice
Anyway.
coherent mythology.
I want to do the Aphrodite
Yeah,
story.
explain the Aphrodite story.
So you
So
got
sorry for derailing you.
before,
All right, Bernie, let's have it out.
before
Then.
the Olympians, I was talking about Cronus and the Titans, and their big daddy Uranus. So Kronos takes down Uranus, and they're like fighting over some ocean, I think, and Kronos cuts his dick off, basically.
Cuts his own dick off?
No, cuts off Uranus's dick.
No.
Sorry, Uranus' dick.
My anus's dick.
Yeah.
That's where it went.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's like his nut or his dick. I can't remember.
It's nut.
Anyway, something down there. And it goes into the sea, and then his dick basically becomes Aphrodite, and that's where you get those paintings of Aphrodite like coming out of the sea, because she was like created in the sea from Uranus's nut.
My god, is why? I mean, like, no hate, but why did his nut / dick undefined become a female god?
Well, I don't know. I don't
mean,
think they really follow our biology.
No hate, but it feels like, because she wasn't the first woman.
No. But they weren't women.
That's true, they're goddesses,
Yeah.
which is different.
Also,
But
they
you
can
still
all,
need
like,
to have a god and a goddess to make babies. It's very
Wow.
confusing. Oh, do you not?
Wow.
That's quite fun, actually.
Well, there are some interesting stories about Zeus going down to Earth, who basically like seduce all these women, and sometimes he'll go down in like the form of like a horse or something, and have sex with a woman when he's a horse, and then you get like weird horse babies.
Why is this so cursed?
Welcome to Greek mythology.
Why couldn't you just not told me that?
To the top.
What do you reckon is like? Because I was about to say obviously, not obviously, but I think most people can agree that it's not real,
Day
right?
or night in paradise.
Greek mythology.
Sure.
I think that's a pretty safe thing to assume.
Well, yeah.
What do you reckon is like? What do you reckon is the reason these stories came up?
Well,
Because a lot of religious stories are like morals, right? And then it's like a lot of religious beliefs, especially like especially about food rules, like, oh, don't eat this food because at the time of the religion's conception, like, there was a big one which is an example of, because in Islam you're not allowed to eat pork, and for ages pork was really difficult to prepare correctly, so the chances are you were going to get ill if you had it.
yeah.
Who were
Yeah,
deciding
well-
what to do. What do you reckon is like, don't eat your babies because one of them might pretend to be a rock and then you'll hurt your teeth?
I don't know. I think a lot of it's like was trying to explain how like the universe came into existence, and then it was all of these like trying to explain the way people are feeling, and then I think like this is probably very incorrect, but some of the stories about like these like women getting pregnant by Zeus, like it might be because they're trying to explain their way out of having an affair.
What, you mean like the whole I promised Joseph it was an angel?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
If we ever get famous, that's going to be me cancelled. It's done.
Oh well.
Still,
I promised it was an angel. I really hope that is true because that's so funny.
Yeah.
Like just she was just having an affair. Angel? Then they tell that to the baby. And yeah, you're the son of God. He's like,
Could you imagine if a whole religion came about because Mary had an affair?
I mean, like, the thing is, Zoe, there's a chance that we don't have to imagine. There's a chance that that's the exact world we're living in.
I wish, like, when you die, you could, like, I don't know if I believe in an afterlife, but I wish you could know things, like,
I wish I
like,
could know things
Mary
now.
had an affair.
Most notably, A-level further maths. I wish I could know that.
Go up further maths. I need the chemistry help.
And we'll teach each other.
Yeah, but I can't do the mechanics bit. I assume you got the mechanics.
Oh, mechanics is
bit,
fine. Mechanics is fine. To be fair, further maths is also kind of fine. I just am stupid. Loki.
You're not stupid, right? In no possible universe, you stupid.
Infinite parallel universes. Are you really saying in none? Well, there are potentially
Yeah.
infinite parallel. There's either one or there are infinite.
No, there's none.
If there's, well, I mean, there's no parallel, which means that there's this only universe. If this is the only universe, then you're saying I'm not stupid in this universe.
Mhm.
If there's an infinite number of parallel universes, you're saying that the chance of me being an idiot is literally 0.
Yeah.
You're saying that even though it's statistically guaranteed that I'm an idiot, I'm
Mhm.
not. You've
Yeah.
never said anything remotely close to that nice to me ever in my entire life.
Yeah, well,
And I don't
we're online
anticipate
now,
it
so
to
I have to
stay.
pretend to be a nice person.
That's true. Like Christoph Demeter again.
Well,
Next
stupid.
time, young Zagreus, perhaps I'll take every
Demeter's one of the OG Olympians.
She is. She also has very epic hair in this.
Yeah, she looks hella old in this.
She has braids going over. Yeah, it's because she's stressed. You know? Her daughter ran away. She looks like Elsa.
She does a bit, doesn't she?
That's definitely on purpose.
Is Athena in this game at all?
Athena is in the game. Athena is the OG, is the first word you speak to in the game.
That's cool.
So each of the gods has their own like mechanic. Like I'll give you an example. So Artemis is all about crit damage. So basically you have a random chance that your attacks will deal double damage.
Mhm.
Who else do I have? Yeah, so Demeter is about chill, which is basically you just get slowed down. They get slower, the more they get chilled and they slow down. Aphrodite is weak, where presumably because you enchant them, they hold back when they're attacking you and they deal less damage. And Athena's is like Loki the coolest. Is that if you time like an attack right, you can reflect an enemy's attack, so there you get damage back.
Fun.
Yeah, so I've low-key taken all skill out of the game. Because I got a level up, which means instead of having to like aim and do timing, I just have to hold down a button.
Oh.
And then I win. But that's fine, because it helps with the conversation.
Yeah.
I still have to dodge attacks.
Athena's kind of cool.
What is Athena's deal?
What do you mean?
What is like her deal? What is she?
Just like really smart, like really cool.
Oh, she's
Goddess
wisdom,
of,
right?
Yeah, wisdom and then like warfare and stuff.
Bit different to Ares.
Yeah, Ares is like kind of like the male counterpart.
Ares is like violence, right?
Yeah, it's like war.
It's my
basically.
BFF.
War.
Stay long, so how about we get this business over with?
Who's that? I don't know him.
Thanatos. So you have Hypnos and Thanatos. Hypnos is sleep, Thanatos is death.
Oh.
And growing up in the House of Hades, Zagreus and Thanatos are like BFFs. But Thanatos is really sad that Zagreus is trying to leave. So they have competitions, and whoever kills the most people gets. If I kill more people than Thanatos, then I get he gives me a reward.
Fun.
Because he's my begrudging friend. Remind you of anyone? Begrudging friend.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Then he vanishes.
Wow.
Walks away.
Is that a hint?
So yeah, so Athena and because this is probably totally irrelevant, but I'm pretty sure. I'm probably gonna be wrong, and if my brother ever sees this, he's gonna correct me. I'm pretty sure Athena is Wonder Woman's mother.
Oh, yeah, because that's in Roman mythology, because it's Diana, who I think actually, I don't think that's right. I'm not sure.
That is Wonder Woman's
only
name
know
is
my
Diana.
Roman.
I don't know. Oh wait, no, Ares is also Wonder Woman. I think. I literally have no idea. It's
I
so
think Diana
inconsistent.
might be. Wait, I think Diana is Artemis's counterpart in Roman mythology. Parents Jupiter, who's Zeus.
They're literally
And
the
Latin.
same. Like they're the same. Roman and Greek is the same.
Here, fishies.
Well, yeah,
Like,
pretty much. Different
I caught a
names. same
fish.
shit.
It's a clam. Spelt interestingly. Oh, do you wanna meet Sisyphus, Zoe? Oh, wait, no, not Sisyphus.
Syphilis?
No, not Syphilis. Oh, sorry, I thought we were meeting Sisyphus. He's the one who has to push a boulder up a thing, but he always falls down.
Oh yeah, that's kind of tragic.
He's like the nihilist's allegory of capitalist life. Instead, we're gonna meet the sadder person, Patroclus.
Oh, that's the like fallen soldier, isn't it?
Yeah,
What exactly happened to Achilles?
he's Achilles'
After I died, that is.
love. I don't know if they got married. But...
Oh,
I don't trust any of this boastful lot.
And Patroclus is stuck. When you enter Elysium as a warrior, you're supposed to enjoy beautiful, glory-filled battle for eternity. But Patroclus is the only sad person in Elysium.
oh, rip.
Because he died in glorious battle but was separated from Achilles,
Oh,
who serves
Yo.
Hades. Achilles is in the House of Hades. He taught Zagreus me how to fight and stuff. So I'm like relaying messages between them.
After you fell, he
Oh,
was
that's
overcome
cute.
with grief and anger. He
So
joined
now I'm
the war
telling
just like you
Patroclus
urged,
the story of
and
Achilles.
Single-handedly, he almost ended it.
So then, he threw away his life.
Hmm.
Soon enough after I lost mine.
oh.
Yet despite
Anyway,
vanquishing
what's
an
it saying?
army on
Oh yeah, I was
his
talking
own
about
front
Athena.
in the lowest pits of time.
Athena is cool as shit because
You were buried together.
she's always like
Your
put
absence, that is.
like
It was his
against
final request.
Poseidon,
Be
who's
my
technically her
hostess.
uncle.
That's something I think
Like
you
Zeus
did
always
best
like
as well.
puts them in
I
competition.
will do everything I can to make sure that he
Actually, not even
accepts
sure
it.
it's Zeus. I think they just are in competition a lot, and she always beats him. It's great fun.
Ashes, you say. Together. The fool. We could have
What
lived,
is like for
not been
Poseidon's
reduced
quite
to
fun.
meal for the worms.
Yeah,
I appreciate
he's
his
kind
only-
of just like
danger. Now,
there.
I only know him from this video game where he's like a surfer dude. He's like the fun uncle. He's like, oh, ignore that boastful Zeus and ignore the miserable Demeter. You should have fun.
I think he's actually like really like angry a lot in real mythology.
Yeah, I mean, he's why there are like storms and sea and stuff.
Yeah, he's supposed to have like a short temper.
If he chose to, he could
Take care then.
stop all of the ships from sinking.
Yeah, but he's just too damn stubborn.
It's too. If there were no waves, how would I surf?
Enough of it.
God. What about Dionysus? Does he ever crop up?
He does. Party
What's he
boy
up to?
Dionysus.
Yeah, what an icon.
His unique mechanic is that he makes enemies drunk. And
That's
he always
so...
does because you, hey Zag, man, how are you doing?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, interesting enemies to lovers. Hopefully not lovers though. Theseus and the Minotaur fight hand in hand in Elysium. They fight together to
Oh my
stop as
God.
the champions of the Colosseum.
That would be the most epic enemies to lovers ever.
Theseus is such a prick. He's always like, "Who are you that challenges me, champion of Elysium?" I'm like, "I'm literally the son of Hades." And he's like, "Liar, blasphemer."
He's so just like...
Such a prick.
He's just kind of... Oh.
Ow.
Isn't he technically like... Isn't he...
Isn't he what?
I think he's the son of somebody.
He's the son of somebody.
Yeah, but like... I think he might be Poseidon in some
Chill out,
mythology.
bro.
I'm gonna Google this one.
The Minotaur is dead. The Minotaur is very humble, but Theseus is just like a dick.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
The Minotaur's like, "Noble warrior, you have bested me." And then Theseus is just like, "You cheat! You fucking scoundrel! You bitch!" Also, every time you fight Theseus, he calls upon like a different god to help him. It's actually quite interesting.
Wait,
He's
wait,
like
I'm reading it.
the champion. You're reading? That's new.
Yeah, I'm reading. Shut up. Okay, so there was this like dude who was like the king of Athens, and he wanted an heir, but he couldn't.
The story of
So-
Theseus and the Minotaur.
So his wife goes to some island, and she goes to and then was possessed. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
Watch out.
Oh, language! You're gonna get demonetized. All my money.
Oh god. Yeah, all those dollar bills you be making. Double paternity. That's cool.
How does that work? It's like hit movie Twins.
What? I've never seen that.
It's a movie where Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger are twins.
What? Are you making this up?
No, it's a real movie.
Oh my god. No, you're
It's
not making it up.
actually not-
1988.
It's not a terrible movie. I watched it, quote unquote, fully for the first time last weekend.
Wow. Fun.
Shiny.
I'm in a bit where there are rats. I can't remember what it's called. So, I'm just
How's
shooting
the script?
things. I literally am playing the most brain dead game I've ever played in my life, but it's usually much harder and much more interesting. I just happen to have got something that makes me rapid fire and my shots ricochet. So I literally like shoot once, then 5 people die.
Yeah.
Ah, it's fine, it's fine.
I wish I could use a bow and arrow.
Yo, absolutely the same.
I should do archery.
You should. Banned initiation. You wanna join Zeve and the tiny guys? You have to do archery.
So Chad.
Chan. I think you'll find.
Don't you know who we are?
Don't you know who we are? We're Chan and Ranjan. What a legendary show.
Honestly,
I
love
think-
them. But,
I want to say that it's underrated, but I feel as if I say that, everyone's going to make fun of me.
it's not really underrated. I think it's rated just the right amount.
Yeah, people love it. It's underrated with the people that I know, because not enough people
What
I know
people?
have watched it.
All of the band has watched it.
Yeah, but I know other. I know
No,
other
that's
people.
we're your only friends.
Oh yeah. I'm only allowed 3 friends at a time.
Yeah, any more than that gets a bit much for you, Rye. You can't keep track.
I can't keep track of more than 3 things at once. No, that's why it's useful talking to you, because I only have 3 brain cells to keep track of.
You son of a bitch.
We get absolutely destroyed.
What did you get in your A-level math?
Shut. What? Like, an A is good.
Yeah, but it's not as good as an A star now, is it?
I mean, it would be as good if. No, I'm not gonna start this.
Well, you'll know where it's going.
It's time to bury the hatchet. It's not. I'm still furious.
Sounded fast this time.
I know.
The hatchet will never be buried.
Now back to Cerberus. Bit of an aftertaste.
Delicious sewer water.
Should
I mean,
get
some
flights
yogurt
of
right
sailors
now.
to get out of here?
It's nice.
Just what I
It
need.
doesn't taste like sewer water, luckily.
Fortunately.
Extra blessing.
Maybe they're promoting the pomegranate is a good thing.
The pomegranate seeds contain godlike power.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe it's because I'm like a creature of the underworld. It empowers me.
Yeah, it would make sense. But the fact that you're like playing to like try and find Persephone,
Cheers, mate.
it's kind of ironic.
Ironic, isn't it? So I'm gonna give Cerberus, the delightful 3-headed dog, some snacks, so that he will leave me
Thanks.
and
Yes, boy.
I can exit to fight
Father,
the Lord
try and
Hades.
stop me.
Oh gosh.
At the
is
summit
fun.
of Greece. Had a ceiling. Think about that. It's the first time that Zagreus hasn't had a ceiling above his
One
head
last
his
bit of
entire life.
business to take care of then.
Fun.
That's neat.
She was the queen. Queen of the underworld.
Oh, he's being.
My queen. Commanding reverence
Oh,
and awe and fear.
Oh.
he's
She was
being
not just-
emotional.
what was the
He did
term
really
he
love her.
used? A consolation prize. You are as disrespectful to her as you are to me.
Oh, what would you even know? You claimed
Oh.
so much respect for her, yet you didn't even respect her enough to tell her what happened after she left.
This is so sad. I don't want to interrupt.
I know you love her still, Father. That best explains all the terrible choices you've made.
All the terrible choices I've made. By the time you have existed for as long as I have, pray you will have made fewer. Although I fear you shall surpass me in at least this one regard.
Woof. Zagreus is like, you've made so many bad choices, and Hades is like, when you're my age, hope that you don't make this many mistakes. But I think that's one area you might actually be better than me in.
Oof. What a great father-son dynamic.
Ow. I mean, ow. He hurts. He hurts so much. What hurts more? The fact that he's stabbing me, or the fact that he's my father? It's the stabbing.
I think it's like absolutely roasted you.
It's the stabbing, sorry, I'm gonna be honest. It hurts a lot. All my insides feel funky and they're not on my inside anymore.
Why does that like weapon look like a lobster claw?
Yo, that's actually kind of true. He gave up his trident. I can use his trident actually. Apparently he used the trident to kill the whatchamacallits? Titans.
Wait, I'm confused. Is Demeter fighting with you or against you right now?
With me. Because one of her blessings is that she's caused like a humongous snowstorm.
Rest in peace.
Fun.
Because the Olympians are on my side because they think that I'm trying to leave Hell to betray Hades.
I don't think so.
Go home, I said.
Ah! Oh, he's dead. Glad that's done. Right, guys? Ow. That was really stupid of me. I dashed away, so I got hit by the same attack twice.
Blasted little.
Why is he so like powerful, man? I mean, he's literally like.
He's the god of the underworld, and he's technically not in the underworld. He's just outside it.
Well, surely he should be weak for that.
Yeah, he is weaker.
How,
This is him
do you
weaker.
ever have to fight him? Do you ever have to fight him in the underworld?
No. Because he's busy doing administrative duties.
Of course. Like all
He
good
literally
corrupt leaders.
he literally sits there the whole time on his desk doing the books.
See?
A lot of people die.
Fighting out.
He actually is quite a good god of the underworld.
Yeah. Also, he was given the worst job because they divided
Yeah.
up the sky, the sea, and the underworld between the three of the brothers.
Yeah,
He was given the worst one,
he was.
and he didn't want that one.
He was.
And now he's stuck for eternity doing a bad job.
He needs to see one of those like hustle Instagram posts.
Grind sad.
You hate your job? See, this guy wouldn't need to be shooting lasers at me if he just traded on the stock market.
Maybe we should open an Etsy shop.
If he bought shares in FTSE 100. Oh fuck. Basically, I have like different chances. Like I'm allowed to die a certain number of times because of like stuff I've done in the game, and I'm out of chances.
Oh shit.
So if I die in the game, I die in real life.
Oh shit.
Oh, and it's seeming quite likely. Stop! Please! My lord. No!
Oh shit.
Achilles taught you reasonably well.
I was very upsetting.
Yikes.
And I turn into blood. And I claw my way out of the river Styx. Shake the blood out my hair.
I thought I'd lost even the gift of music, Zacharias.
Oh my gosh, Orpheus ain't looking his best.
No, he's really sad. He used to not play, and then I told him that Eurydice was still alive. Well, dead in the underworld, but still
Child,
existing.
I know not exactly what you did, but I detected faintly.
And then
an
he
attempt
started
by
playing
Chaos
music
to
again.
reach out to me.
That's
I'm also
cute.
mending the relationship
Near
between
the edges of
Chaos
my
and their
consciousness,
daughter
yet
Nyx.
I felt certain it was there.
Oh my gosh, you're literally just like
Could not
a
discern
healer.
it
I
otherwise.
know.
What
You
does
just stay
Chaos
and be
want
like
from me?
the underworld therapist.
I should. My calming presence.
I think chaos wants to re-establish contact between
Couples
us.
counselling.
The two of you drifting apart from one another.
so
Like sex
I can
education.
imagine. I lost touch with Thanatos,
God,
Go
no.
to the.
but that was
Are there
something
any?
closer
Are there
to
any
this.
like disowned
Isn't
toilets
there
in
some way you can
the House of
reconnect?
Hades?
Yikes,
Now that the house is
asbestos.
strong and well
asbestos
Come do your
toilets.
job.
I do not know. But I shall think upon it, child. Leave me, please.
The goose is now playing Team Fortress 2.
That's Gus.
Oh,
Look,
is
it's
it?
Cleared out some of the satyr infestation near the surface then. How come
it's
the
it's
changes
the Dom.
not like you to
of the
assimilate
relation.
Hades and such things.
I wasn't trying to do my father.
Wait, that's your
unfair,
girlfriend?
as
Yeah,
they seem to hate
it's
me
the other
just as much as
Fury.
him. My one way out
Megara.
involves a detour straight into
Damn,
their
she's
dens.
kind of hot though.
They were exes at
Very
the start of the
interesting
game, but then
coincidence.
they go out
At
again.
any rate,
I
that's
think.
one less problem for the rest of us
But-
to deal with.
It's so
Until the
dense.
satyrs all come
Look at
back,
those
such
arms.
won't be
I
long.
know. It's not easy being the chief in charge of the Furies. Her job is like security chief of the underworld. In this, I assume it's not quite as explicitly stated in the actual mythology.
Is that a
suppose
whip?
not.
Is she carrying
Yeah.
a whip?
Yes.
She really is the Tom.
Hey Meg, you're off duty, aren't you?
Giving her some
Look, I
some
was just
wine, whatever it
Hoping
is,
you might want to split this with
some
me.
honey,
Best
something.
if I could find out there, and I would give it all to you. It's just
You sound a little tongue-tied, Zagreus. Just like you always used to around me.
Oh my gosh, this is hardcore
you're not exactly
flirting.
easy
I
to
know.
approach, you know. So, how about it then? Care for a drink with me?
Open it up and we can go from there.
Ooh.
Oh. Fade to black.
Time
pass.
passes.
Am I gonna be in my room? No.
It's interesting. Conspicuous.
You act a lot more confidently now. Though, I think deep down you're still that inexperienced little godling that you used to be.
And I think
She's
deep
so
down
smug.
You're not the heartless harbinger of retribution that you want for everyone to think you are. But I can keep your secret if you're willing to keep mine. What do you say?
That sounds an awful lot like blackmail, Zagreus. You'd stoop to that with me?
No, I was just.
Oh, he always puts his foot in his mouth.
Oh, Zagreus.
I just want to see you squirm. Thanks for the
Jeez.
company and for the drink.
That first
It's always
sentence is
seeing you around.
is that related to the whip?
Uh,
Yeah.
see, that's funny because I think that's you. Have you ever seen Hercules, the Disney film?
No.
Oh, well, first of all, it should be Heracles because everyone else in that film is based off Greek mythology, but Hercules is the Roman equivalent of Heracles. Anyways, the love interest is Megara, so that's her.
So I think is that a natural time to wind it up after I've died at the summit,
Yeah, probably.
the gateway to the River Styx, which is quite sad actually. I thought I could win because I put it on a not easy. It was on I had some modifiers on to make it harder, but it's
To be
quite,
fair, I was
quite
distracting you.
saddening.
I was distracting you.
Oh, they said you were proud of
Yeah.
me.
No, I'm never proud of you.
True.
Oh. I
Look
didn't
at,
mean
look at the
it.
gloves. Look what the gloves do. You just beat them up.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can uppercut them. The shield is the best though, because all the other attacks apart from the bow and apart from the ranged ones have like a chain. It's like you have like 5 punches. You have like different stabs with the spear.
Yeah.
The sword has different slashes. There's a shield. Just bonk him. Instead of the horny Joe. And I was like, oh, that's all the spear does? That's a bit disappointing. You can only hit... No.
Oh my gosh.
You just supercharge them. You can throw it like a boomerang. I mean, because I have the aspect of Zeus, it doesn't work
Aegis.
properly, but...
You.
It's quite fun.
Yeah.
Zeus.
It's still a very good game. I like the art style as well.
I know. This game dev makes loads of great games. They made a game called Pyre, which is low-key one of my favourite games ever. It's very similar to this, but the voice acting, it's not voice acted. It has like gibberish speak, but not like Simlish. Like they just make some noises in the voice that the character would have at the start of the sentence, then you can read it. It's really, really good. But it's set in like a fantasy world where like there's a country called the Commonwealth, and anyone that commits a crime severe enough gets banished down the river. And once they arrive in the I can't remember what it's called. It is called. I have the soundtrack for that game saved to my Spotify as a playlist. It's so good. Downside, it's called The Downside. And you have to like live the rest of your life there. It's like like Australia. It's like a prison colony.
Oh.
But like there's no guards or anything, you just have to live there. It's like a society full of people that committed really bad crimes.
Oh.
And then there's like a sport. I say sports competition in the sense that the gameplay is kind of a bit. It's like a team sport, but it's way cooler. And that's how you escape. It's really sick. If you played it, you'd love it.
See, that's like everything you play.
No, I mean, I wouldn't recommend Valorant to you. I think you'd hate Valorant.
No, I don't think I'd like that.
Well, I think that's a good time to wrap it off on.
Okay.
We didn't really come to an actual end. I feel as though it's going on way too long.
Yeah, it's true actually. It's been like an hour.
Yeah. So,
do we say bye?
Do we say bye to each other or to the audience?
To the audience, of course. All of our adoring fans.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Come on, Zeve. Bye now.
Bye. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.
In a while. Crocodile.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Next time.
I mean, that's probably going to be a next time.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is going to be the worst of the things. I think, because literally, for point of reference, it's currently 13 minutes past midnight.
Yeah.
Recording started at like 11-ish.
11?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the idea to do this came to me at about 10:30. Whenever I texted you.
10 to 11.
I texted you at. Do you want to be in YouTube video 10:30?
Okay.
I literally thought of it as like, who would I talk to? Zeve.
Well, me obviously. Your only friend.
My only friends. No, I'm allowed 2 other friends.
Oh yeah, it's true. That's pretty. Anyway, we need to say bye. This is dragging on.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
No, you hang up.